Well, hello, awesome people, and welcome to the stream. I'm glad you're here. Thanks for hanging out with Atmote this evening. Now, I'm going to kick off the stream with a quick unboxing. You guys know I really like Star Citizen, and the more I've played Star Citizen, the more I've liked Star Citizen. And it drew me in, and I saw the Tobii Eye Tracker 5, and I thought, wow, that would be immersive and cool, and so, of course, we got that. And we've been using that a little bit. I think you guys have had some fun being able to see what in the world is Atmote looking at. Of course, I've been having fun with the level of immersion that it gives me. Looking left, looking right, all those good things you can do with Tobii. And I finally bit the bullet, chat. I finally bit the bullet, and I decided to get joysticks. Now, I'm not going to go crazy. Again, I'm dipping my toes in these things because this is really not who I am, right? I'm not a sim pit having full on looks like an airplane in my studio rig setup. But I have had such a positive experience with the Tobii Eye Tracker 5 that I was willing to try something else to get a little bit more immersion and maybe a little bit more fun out of this really cool space game that I like to play. So, enter the thing that arrived today. We're going to try setting this bad boy up. Well, these bad boys up, and trying to make it all work. So that's the plan. And let's see what's in here. So one of the reasons I picked this up, there was actually a nice sale. This is less than, roughly around half. It was like less than half of what I would pay for a single stick with some of the other providers that are out there. So obviously some of you guys have used these kind of as a starter. I've gotten lots of advice from people who've been doing this a lot longer, basically saying this is a decent starter. A lot of people will say just save a little bit extra money, go ahead and grab the such and such, the X, Y, or Z. But in this case, the price was right. I want something entry level, obviously, to get going, see how I like it. And if I like it, then that's going to kind of determine whether or not I go anywhere with it. But I'm hoping to have a lot of fun with it. So yeah, I picked this up. It's got 2 sticks. Each stick is basically made for each hand. And they've kind of got a configuration and everything already ready to go for Star Citizen, for Elite Dangerous, for Everspace. You know, there's a few games where they've got even reference sheets on how all the things go. I've never set any of that up, so we're going to try and do that. But let's get this box open and see what's inside. Use suspenseful music. All right, so we've got everything in styrofoam. Not bad. It's fairly sturdy. I'll say it's fairly heavy. Not like a brick or anything, but so far so good as far as sturdy goes. All right, let's pull this up. Get you guys a look at it. Put it up here for the camera. So we've got the throttle, we've got buttons on both sides. It's basically 6 buttons on the base there on each side. And they've actually got the little knobs so you can feel. It's got a spot for your finger, and you can also kind of count which position that is in the throttle. It actually goes like so. For me, it goes like so. But this end toward the out there. And you can see it's got the ability to tap. You can go different directions with the joystick knobs here, and then they've got some knobs on the sides and the back. I'll show you guys a photo here after a little bit of the reference that I'm hoping we can get set up effectively. Yeah, so far so good. This actually has a fair amount of weight to it. So these are weighted on purpose. Again, I'm dipping my toes in this, so I'm not looking for something that's got to be attached to the desk with screws and all this craziness. I just want something that's going to let me have some more fun. So this should provide that, and it definitely has some. I don't want to say it's heavy, but it's definitely got some heft to it. I feel like it's going to sit still and not slide around. And there you go, USB right there. It looks like this is my left, so let me put it right over here. What I'm doing down here, maybe I'll show you this in a second, is I've basically cleared out a little bit of space on the left of the keyboard and then in between the keyboard and my mouse. So I can reach out a little bit further to grab the mouse and actually have the stick right here. And then that way I should be in a more natural position when I'm holding both of these joysticks while flying. So I'm going to take off this zip tie, just so I get a little extra cordage. Okay, this is a very long cord. let's say this is easily an arm span. So if you need to get to a hard to reach spot to find where you can plug everything in, it should reach. I didn't know how that was going to go, so honestly, I put a USB hub right here. We'll see. Hopefully that works out the way I want it to. All right, so here's the next one. It's basically identical. I should say it is identical, with the only difference being that it's been configured for the opposite hand, right? So some minor changes there. Now, what you may notice, you can buy these configurations as a single. You don't have to buy the Duo. Obviously, the Duo came like this, but it's got a switch here on the bottom where you can actually set whether it's left or right hand. So you can do that directly on the bottom, and you're good to go there. So yeah, it definitely has some weight to it. This is not bad. It fits the hand pretty well. It's got a lot of packing peanuts. No, I'm just kidding. It's got a lot of kind of styrofoam dust. All right, let's unzip this zip tie. Or unbend this. All right, let's put this down. And right there, like we wanted to. Again, we've got a nice long USB cable, easily an arm span. Should get you the ability to move this thing around to a happy position for you. All right, we got that. And it's ready and waiting. All right, cool. So what else is in here? So in the packaging, kind of in the base of the styrofoam here in the corner, it looks like we have some maybe replacement parts. Let's see what this is. They look like the thumb rests, and they look like they're maybe different sizes, actually. So I want to say, I don't know if I can show you this very well, and I don't really feel like opening it because there are 3 individual items in here. But basically, you're getting these thumb rests. There's one, another one, and then the last one, and they are different sizes, so I'm assuming you would use this. They feel like they're different sizes anyway. I'm assuming you would use this. Nope, these are maybe just replacement parts. They are the same size. So yeah, these may be just some replacement parts if some of these pieces wear out. So that's actually good to know, and there are actually 4 pieces in here. So I was wrong, and there are 2 places on each joystick that this would go. So I'm seeing now you're basically getting a full set of replacement for each right here of the kind of the rubbery part of the joystick. Cool. Well, that's the box, and the rest is software.